Hello everyone, in today's video we will talk about why your shrimps are losing color. So I'll talk about some of the most common reasons for shrimps losing color, and later I will show you what you can do to enhance the color of your shrimps. Okay, so let's get started with the most common reason, and that is the first reason is you are using a lighter color substrate. Shrimps have a tendency to blend with its environment. Okay, kind of like camouflage. So shrimps do it because if they can blend with the environment, then other prey will not be able to find the shrimps easily, and so they can defend themselves. For that's why if you are keeping a lighter color substrate in your aquarium, suppose a whitish substrate, in that case the shrimps will automatically lose the color of its body in order to blend well with the environment. So you will see your shrimps are losing color. So for that reason I always recommend keeping a darker colored substrate in your shrimp tank. So it can be a dark brown or black color substrate. So if you keep a dark color substrate, so to blend with that dark color, the shrimps will automatically enhance its body color, and that in that case you will see your shrimps are very rich in color. Okay, another most common reason for shrimps losing color is poor water parameters. Water parameters are extremely important for shrimps, and in some cases if you're keeping a very delicate species of shrimps, if the water parameters, even if it is off by a small parameter or a small range, in that case the shrimps, along with losing color, they can even die. So water parameters are very important, and you should aim to keep the water parameters in the ideal range for your specific shrimp type. Now I will read off the water parameters for shrimps in general from my guide. If you want to know more about water parameters, I will very encourage you to check out my guide. I will put the link in the description box below. So for shrimps, the temperature needs to be between 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. pH should be 6.5 to 7.5. GH should be 6 to 8 ppm, KH should be between 1 to 4 ppm, and TDS should be between 150 to 250 ppm. These are the general guidelines, and if your water parameters are within this range, then your water should be good for your shrimps. Another reason for your shrimps losing color is poor diet. So if your shrimps are not getting the proper nutrients they need to grow properly, in that case they will lose body color. Now shrimps mainly live on algae and biofilm. Both of these grow naturally in the tank. So even if you don't provide any external food to the shrimps, they will live. But in that case, you may see the shrimps are losing color. So for that case, if you want to enhance the color of your shrimps, you will need to give them a very good commercial food at least 3 to 5 times a week. I personally recommend, Vector AE. That is a very good food in my opinion for shrimps, but you can certainly try out any other food, but make sure that food has good reviews based on the past users, and try that food out. You will not have to feed them commercial food every day, of course, but feed them 3 to 5 times a week depending on the amount of algae and biofilm in your tank, and your shrimps should be good to go. Also provide your shrimps blanched vegetables once in a while. These are also very good for shrimps as a source of nutrient. So you can provide them blanched, carrot, blanched cucumber, blanched kale. These kinds of vegetables are actually very good for shrimps. So don't only depend on one source of food. Okay, provide them a mixture of diet, and your shrimps will not only enhance its color, it will live a very happy and healthy life. Another reason for shrimps losing color is stress. Now here I am specifically talking about stress from bad tank mates. In most cases, shrimps don't do well with tank mates as they are very small in size. Whatever tank mate you keep in the tank, chances are that tank mate will go after the shrimp, hunt it down, or try to kill it. There are some tank mates that are good for shrimps, like snails. Snails and shrimps typically go well together, but not all snails will be peaceful towards shrimps. So you will need to do your due research. In case of fish, if the fish is large enough to fit a shrimp in its mouth, then it will go after that shrimp. Just this is a general rule of thumb. So I generally recommend not to keep any fish with your shrimp. Just keep a shrimp only tank. That is the best solution. But even if you have to keep a fish, then there are some guidelines. I will not talk much about good tank mates in this video, but in my article, in my guide, there is a section on good tank mates, and if you want to know more about that, please check out that guide. I will put the link in the description box below. Shrimps also start to lose color when it is molting time. Now you might know molting is a very natural signs of growth in crustaceans like shrimps and crayfish. So when it's time for molting, the shrimps actually take off the old skeleton from its body and form a new one. So it is a very stressing time for the shrimps. So during that stage, your shrimp may start to lose color. But if the color losing is due to molting, then the color should come back after the molting is successfully done. Okay, and lastly, if your shrimp if your cherry shrimp has a low grade, in my another of my video I talked about cherry shrimp's color grading. So there are actually 6 grades. If it is from any of the lower grades, then whatever you do, your shrimp will not promote into a higher grade. You will have to just live with it. So if you want the darkest reddest cherry shrimps or the most brightest shrimps, then you will have to pay for the higher grades. Those grades cost much more than the lower grades, so be prepared for that. Now these are some of the common reasons your shrimps are losing color. I also wanted to talk about how to enhance the shrimp's color naturally, but I'll not talk about this in this video. If you want to know more about that, check out my guide. I will put the link in the description box below. And so that's it for today. I hope I will see you in another video of mine. Till then, take care. Bye bye.